To me, Tuesday was your truth, and Wednesday is after the fact. Wednesday was a response to the backlash.
Rachael Lindsay sounded off on her problematic interview with Chris Harrison about controversial contestant Rachael Kirkconnell, and we've got all the details in today's Us Daily. The former Bachelorette took to her podcast Higher Learning and said the Bachelor franchise has a race problem, while revealing that she is having a hard time accepting Chris's apology. The Bachelor host spoke out in an interview with Lindsay, saying that people's reaction to Kirkconnell's past racist activity was unbelievably alarming, and asked, is it not a good look in 2018 or is it not a good look in 2021?
But I'm having a really, really hard time reasoning or really taking in and accepting this apology. And I'll tell you why. When I finished that interview with Chris Harrison, he had no problems with it. He was fine. He texted me after. He appreciated the conversation. He thought that, he was like, yeah, I'll probably get a little flack, but thought it was great that we could disagree.
Rachael, who was the first Black Bachelorette, felt that Chris came on to Extra to speak with her and had an agenda to push on Kirkconnell.
During that conversation, his privilege was on display. He never gave me room to talk, and he never gave me room to share my perspective. He wasn't trying to hear it. He was just trying to be heard. And that's because I felt like he had an agenda that he was trying to push. He was really trying to push that forward. He expressed everything that he said with passion and conviction.
Following the interview, Chris took to Instagram to extend an apology, saying that he took a stance on topics about which he should have been better informed.
The woke police is out there, and this poor girl, Rachael, who has just been thrown to the lions. I don't know how you are equipped, when you have never done this before, to be woke enough, to be eloquent enough, to be ready to handle this.
Kirkconnell has been under fire after a TikTok user alleged that she was racist in high school. In addition to liking offensive social media posts, a photo of Rachael and her sorority sisters at the University of Georgia at a plantation-themed frat party surfaced online. Kirkconnell took to Instagram to apologize and say that she was wrong. She said, I didn't recognize how offensive and racist my actions were, but that doesn't excuse them. My age or when it happened does not excuse anything. They are not acceptable or okay in any sense. I was ignorant, but ignorance was racist. Kirkconnell has been competing for Matt James's heart on this season of The Bachelor. The contestants on Matt's season came together to support Rachael Lindsay. They released a joint statement on Instagram writing, we are the women of Bachelor Season 25. 25 women who identify as BIPOC were cast on this historic season that was meant to represent change. We are deeply disappointed and want to make it clear that we denounce any defense of racism. They added, Rachael Lindsay continues to advocate with grace for individuals who identify as BIPOC within this franchise. Just because she is speaking the loudest doesn't mean she is alone. We stand with her, we hear her, and we advocate for change alongside her. But what does Rachael's future in the franchise look like? Well, as she put it on her podcast, she has had enough.
I can't take it anymore. I'm contractually bound in some ways, but when it's up, I am too. I can't do it anymore.